We're going to start on our backs today. Place the soles of your feet on the ground. Roll your shoulder blades under. Inhale, lift up both your legs and your arms. Drop your left leg and your right arm. Keep your lower back on the ground. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, drop your left arm and your right leg and bring it back up. Nice, slow, easy movement. Think about moving your extremities through mud, creating your own resistance, hugging belly to spine. We'll do one more on each side. Bend your knees, place your hands on your hips. Keep your belly glued to the floor as you drop your right leg and return it to an upright position. So drop your left and back up and your right. Think about your core pulling your leg back up into position versus your hip flexor doing it. So your core is really firing up here, even in this just tiny little motion. Release your feet to the ground. Ground the soles of your feet into the earth. Inhale, lift your seat up, bridge pose. You can take your hands and roll them underneath. Retract your shoulder blades under if that's available to you. Squeeze your glutes to lift your hips. Now drop your seat down. Just let your knees fall to the left and then fall to the right. Return to center. We are going to extend our legs long now. We're going to come into a hollow body hold. So peel your shoulder blades up off the mat and lift your feet. And you want to keep your lower back on the ground, so your abs should be shaking here, right? And now shift your weight over so your legs and your arms are reaching towards the right, and return to center. And now move towards the left. And return to center and release down. Give yourself a little break. Hug your knees to your chest and just give them a little circle to the right and circle to the left. And return to center. Extend your legs out long and now hug your knees in and lift back up. So out, in and up. Keep your lower back on the ground, so that means that your feet are higher than where mine are. That's okay. Think about your core compressing here, bringing your knees or your thighs all the way to your chest. And hug your knees in, tight little wall, hug, hug, hug. So your abs should be working here. You should feel them firing up. That's how much your thighs are drawing up to your chest. Extend your legs back, bring them in and out, and now we're going to see if we can roll up. If you can't, no big deal. We're going to try to roll up to our feet. Inhale, sit in chair pose. Hug your belly to spine. Bring your hands to your heart. Extend your right leg back. So in our balance poses, we are using our core. Think about holding your belly to spine here. Set your gaze. Lift up. Ooh, I almost lost my balance. Stork pose. Extend your leg. See if you can hold it here. And place your foot on the ground. Bring your hands to your heart. Slight bend in your right leg. Extend your left leg out behind you. Just switching sides. And come up through stork pose. If you're able to, extend your leg and hold. And place your left foot on the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Nice strong plank. Push the floor away. Place your left arm on the ground and your right arm, and we are in forearm plank. Move through a body saw. 2 and 3. Drop your hips, Sphinx pose. Squeeze your glutes, press your hips into the floor. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, forearm plank. Hold this plank. Press into your left hand and your right. Shift your weight back to downward facing dog. Press equally through both hands. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Hold here. Extend back. And bring your right knee to your left elbow and hold. Extend back. Plant your foot on the ground. Inhale, sweep your left leg up. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Hold. Extend up. Bring your left knee to your right elbow and hold. Extend up. Place your left foot on the ground. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Cross it over to your left. Thread your leg through. Press into your right hand. Lift your left arm. Float your left hand down. Both feet are still on the ground. Square off your torso to the front. And now draw your knee to your chest. Push the floor away, cheetah pose. Extend your leg back. Plant your right foot on the ground. Inhale, sweep your left foot up. Left knee to left elbow. Cross it over to the right. Thread it through. Fallen triangle. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. Lift your hips. Float your right hand down. Square off your torso. Bring your knee to your chest. Push the floor away. Cheetah pose. Extend your left leg back. Plant your foot on the ground. Roll forward. High plank. Drop your heels to the back of the room and come into side plank. Lift up your hips. Float your right hand down and switch to the opposite side. And place your hands on the ground. Plank pose. Step your right foot in and your left foot so you're in a tabletop hover. Shift your weight back. And come back into table. Shift back. And let's hold this tabletop pose. Your knees are hovering off the ground about an inch. Drop your hips to the left and thread your right leg through. Return to table and drop your hips to the right and thread your leg through. We'll do one more on each side. And drop your knees down. Come into child's pose. Bring your knees to the edge of the mat, your toes to touch. Extend your arms long out in front of you. Reach your arms as an active stretch. Take your right hand and thread it under. Reach your right arm forward. And now take your left arm and thread it under. And return to center. Just drop your head down. Breathe in through your nose, inside out of your mouth. And slowly walk your hands up.